today I'll be doing a question and answer video based on this NGL, short for Not Gonna Lie app, that sends you anonymous questions. So rather than answering it on text the usual way, which is through IG story, I thought I would just do it on video because I was too lazy to text. But now that I think about it, technically I wrote all these answers on my Word document, so technically this is a two-step process, but okay, you know what, let's get to it. So first question is, okay, not gonna lie, Crocs is so-so, but how about you wearing the swimming suit kind of baju at the gym? So this is obviously someone who goes to the gym, my gym. Maybe they're not familiar with the usual fitness clothes. The one that particular person is talking about, it's a bit like latex, and I guess it could be mistaken as a swimsuit maybe, but it's really not. It's actually one of my favorite workout tops, which I'll show you somewhere here so you can be the judge of whether that looked like a swimsuit or not. But yeah, that's actually one of my favorite tops. I bought it during one of my last trips to Chicago to see one of my girls, Emily. Miss you, girl. Okay, next question. Okay, so what if a stranger says hi to you in public, whether during you eat or during you shopping, because they know you from social media? Is it okay for you? Well, I don't think I would not say hi to someone who says hi to me. If anything, if someone were to say hi to me, I would probably pretend that I know you, because I'm probably thinking, oh, maybe I know this person. I'd just be guilty if I don't say hi back. Okay, next question, where did you buy your wedding ring? Yeah, so I have a lot of rings, but so this is the wedding ring. So this one actually got 3 rings. This one is from Diamond and Platinum. And my mom always said, well, if you're gonna get a ring, get it from here because it lasts the longest. And I actually have 2 more from OKKY, which actually one is still there getting fixed, which I need to go and get it actually, but I really like it. And like this ring actually, it came with like those little like microscope thingies, or the magnifying glass where you like look into it and it's like it's hearts and diamonds, right, baby? Isn't it?
Yes.
Right? Yeah, so it's like this hearts and diamonds. I mean, I don't really know what I'm looking at, but it looks pretty cool when you have it. So okay, next question is, are you into designer bags? What have you spent the most on yourself? So generally I'm not really into, I mean, I love designer bags, and if I had the money, I definitely would buy myself. Probably the dream bag at this point would be like a vintage Chanel, which is like my entire salary. So it's just not realistic to buy that kind of bag unless I'm earning like 10 times the amount what I am now. But the one that I spent the most for myself, to me, I feel like $300. Brunei dollar is already a lot, so that's probably the most I ever spent on myself, which is actually this Cambridge satchel. So this was like my first ever expensive bag for me. And for me, basically, like, what's important is not really about the brand. What's important to me is just the leather. You know, it's a good leather and it lasts long. And I got this, I think, when my brother graduated in, I think that was like 2009. So it's lasted really well. So I'm really happy with this bag. And like, I guess I would say to date, the most expensive one is this one, which is my wedding gift. So obviously I didn't spend this with my own money, but this is like my favorite bag. It's this brand called Senreve. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce it. Senreve. But I can't really fit a lot into it. There's actually like, this is a baby version, and then there's like a midi version, there's like a big version, but I thought this was like the best version to get. It was like $750, it's like $1,000. Okay, next question. Do you have a dog? No, although if I could have one, I would say Pitbull. Or those things that look like a carpet. Okay, next question. How tall are you? I'm a smidge under 5 foot, so like 4 feet 11 inches. Next question. Personality or looks? In terms of like a partner, so I would say, you know, personality, looks. Of course I would choose personality, but I think it's a balance, because you don't want to be with someone who's like completely Uggs either, like, no offense, but like, you know, you want to look at your partner, girl or guy, and be like, oh, you know, my partner's so nice to look at, you know. So it's like a good balance, like they're pleasant to look at, you know, they don't have to be the best looking person. Okay, so next question is, have you ever been fired from a job? I would say not exactly. I've had some like really bad bosses and situations where this boss, he or she, was just really disrespectful, verbally and like sexually. So, you know, at some point I just couldn't handle the disrespect, so I disrespected back. I like roll my eyes at him or her, I won't say who, but yeah, that's, and then this person just moved me to a different division, so I wasn't exactly fired, but I was just moved to another unit, which is great because now I'm in a job that I really love, so everything worked out well. But don't do that. Okay, next question is, what's your fave food? For me, it would have to be French fries, but not the crinkle cut though. Like, why would you think crinkle cut is okay? It's not okay. Next question is, do you ever think about having the ability to teleport? I mean, when you think about it in the most effective, if it's like in terms of transportation effectiveness, then it sounds great. Like that movie Jump or Jumper. Was that the one with James Franco in it, right?
Jumper.
So, I mean, it seems effective, but then, like, if it's in terms of, like, traveling, like, I feel like you just kind of get there without the whole experience of traveling. I feel you kind of miss the experience. If I had to choose where I teleport, I think it would just be to the bathroom if I have a really bad stomachache, or to Miri. So the next question is the biggest red flags for a girl. You were talking about more like as a partner. I would say girl or guy is the same thing for me. I think it comes down to being jealous and just having no trust. So I would say those are my two red flags. Doesn't really matter whether it's a guy or girl. But if it's for a friend, I think trust is also the same thing as well. Okay, then the next question is, what's your number one song on Spotify? So I just checked it. My number one song is actually my own song. I know that's really narcissistic, but so the song that I've been listening to a lot is my own, which is Stuck on You. I would say this is probably the only song that doesn't have a music video yet, and probably that's why I was listening to it so much, because I was trying to figure out, if I had a music video, what would it look like? What would the production be like? And who would I want to direct my music video? So I'm still kind of still thinking whether it should or should not. Okay, so next question is, do I take any daily vitamin or supplements? I would like to, and I follow a lot of these different pages that do sell all these like supplements, and like there's just so many really nice branding and really nice packaging these days, and it makes me want to buy them, but then at the same time I don't really know which ones I'm supposed to get, and I guess it really depends on what you're trying to improve on. So I don't even take vitamin C daily. Okay, next question is, should I be honest with you on here? I mean, I don't see why not. It's not like I would know who you are. I guess that will all just really depend on me, whether if I want to answer whatever that you want to be honest with me or not. So yeah. Next question is the weirdest thing you've ever eaten. I know we're not supposed to eat this, but I've tried eating like a scorpion in Thailand. It's one of those, like, they burned it to a crisp, so it's basically just like charred, so probably wasn't the best thing to eat. Okay, well, this isn't a question, but someone just says, hi Fatin, you are so pretty. So okay, thanks. And the next question is, do you meditate? I do yoga, and I would like to learn. I think meditation is a lot about like breathing techniques. I think that's maybe one part of it. I'm not really too familiar with meditation. At one point I actually had a lot of trouble sleeping. Like as a kid, it would take me like 2 hours to fall asleep, and recently last year one of my friends was like showing me this video about breathing techniques on sleeping, but I just couldn't really get the hang of it. I think I'm not doing it right, and it didn't really help me fall asleep, but it's totally fine because I don't have trouble falling asleep anymore. The next question is, you look totally different in unboxing the Fellow Cup video versus my singing video. So I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing. Generally in my singing videos, I do like to put up a filter because it's just fun to use. But then again, there are some videos that I don't. So I'm not really sure what the difference is. Okay, the next one is, I've seen you in real life before. You are so pretty and petite. I want to tug her and ask for a photo, but I'm afraid you don't want because you look so serious. Yeah, so you can totally ask me for a photo. I always find it funny that I feel like now people say that I look scary. I don't know, I feel like maybe like a couple years back, I don't think I looked that way. I think it's just maybe through just experiences, I guess, that has made me that way now. The next one is, have you ever been in a fat phase? How do you control your weight and what's your diet? I don't think I've ever particularly been like fat, because it's just, for a person that's like 4'11", it's going to be really obvious. So I try to take care of my weight. I've definitely been, maybe not fat, but like chubby. But I would say probably like the point where I hit that I felt like the worst about myself was when I reached 30. I don't know if it was like a hormonal thing or probably an age thing or like a combination of two, but like by the age of 30, that's when I felt like I just felt really bloated. So I actually moved to like a keto diet at one point, which really helped because I think kind of reset my diet, because now I'm just back to eating how I normally do. Like I don't really restrict myself to anything. Like today I had pasta and ice cream. Okay, the next question is, why doesn't my crush like me back? Well, my advice is don't waste your time on people that don't like you. And I would say, you know, F them, work on yourself, be truly happy with yourself, and the right people will come along. So the second last one is, what happens when you ask the waiter, will my pizza be long? I don't know what this is. Is this like a punchline to be like, the person replies, no, it's round. I don't know. Is that what it is? The worst trouble you got into as a kid? I don't think I was too troublesome of a kid. I think that would be given to my eldest sister. But my parents always loved to tell this story. At that point when I was young, my parents had this Nissan Galant. So that's like a salon car. And so this car actually had this like little door at the back row that you could actually go into the back seat. And so one day my parents, they have all their kids in the car, and then, they're driving home. I went into the bonnet by myself, and I like to sit in the bonnet because that's where the speaker system is, right? And you could really hear the sound. And I guess I fell asleep. I didn't know this part, but my parents were just like, oh my God, where is Fatin? And it's funny because none of my siblings told them that I was at the back. I don't really know how they found out, or I guess they eventually found me, but I was asleep. So, I didn't get into trouble. So that is it, guys. So thanks for joining me, and this is not brought to you by macchiato. Oh, but you really should try their spiced pumpkin lattes. It is the bomb. So yeah, thanks for tuning in.